Hello guys, welcome to Educare 247. So today in this video we are going to give you a detailed preparation plan for cons designed specially for CAT 2020. You're gonna get a blend of smart planning and result oriented recipe which no one has. So trust me, this video is going to be very useful for you for your preparation because I'm gonna point out what all mistakes and errors 95% of the people do and what is the secret of those 5% people who do score very good in cons. Alright, the most feared subject in CAT is cons because whether it be engineers or whether it be commerce, engineers won't speak it in open, but commerce guys, arts guys will speak it in open that they are scared of cons for CAT examination, but they shouldn't be. Alright, so I will give you a recipe that will help you prepare for your cons CAT 2020. I will also set you a timetable and will give you a very special error log sheet which is very unique, which will help you to quantify your preparation in a proper direction. Alright, so let's get started. So the way forward, how should we start with cons? What are the main pointers? So I'll discuss with you basic points which you need to know before you start with cons. First 5 days, I want you to do speed maths. What is the speed maths? Multiplication techniques, addition techniques, which you can do orally. I want you to learn the techniques to do them orally. Alright, how you can do squares within seconds, how you can do cubes within seconds, square roots, and all that stuff. Right? So I want you to become a pro at it within 5 days. And given that you are preparing for CAT, I have given you 5 days. One day pick up each topic and practice 20 odd questions on it and get it done. Alright, from the next time onwards, whenever you see a question, first you will try to do it orally in your mind rather than using your pen and your paper. This is the first and foremost important point. Second point, get familiar with the topics. So whatever topics are there in CAT, alright, for your cons, get familiar with them, like your algebra, what is contained in this algebra, then arithmetic, alright, what all topics are coming under arithmetics, geometry, then your modern maths, right? So probability, PNC, get familiar with the topics. Just read the summary of the topic, alright, for each and every lesson. Alright, this will help you a lot. Third point, understand which topic is ultra important, which one is mildly important, and which one is junk for CAT. This will help you set your right timetable. Often, I've seen people do a very common mistake of starting with number systems, which they shouldn't. Alright, nowadays in CAT, the number of questions coming on it is almost absolute, like dinosaur age. So you should not waste your 5 to 6 day of preparation, and some might even waste a month of preparation on number systems, right? So such things you should be aware about before even starting your preparation. Next foremost important thing, hit the chapters systematically, right? Now that you are aware which chapter has a very good weightage in CAT, you will hit them systematically. Start studying them, all right? Optimize your weak and strong areas. How to do that, I will tell you in the next few slides, right? Time constraint test taking. This is a very important part. So for example, if you have mastered the topic of profit and loss, what happens usually is you'll solve, say, Arun Sharma. All right, you'll solve level 1, level 2, and even you'll be able to solve level 3 if you have done it very nicely. But what happens is we are sitting in the comfort of the home. All right, you can take as much time as you need to solve a question. You're not really under any sort of pressure. So that is not very optimal way of studying cons. All right, especially cons, because you have to write it in a time constrained manner in your examination. So start taking some small topic wise test if you can. All right, what will happen is you know that you know the concept, but under the pressure, under the taking of the time in front of you, how you perform and how you improve will depend upon that, and eventually you'll get used to it and you'll be comfortable with the time. Now we are going to see recipe for acing the corn section, and this recipe I'm going to give you a comparison between the 95% that I told you that prepare in a wrong way and the 5% who actually ace the exam, right? So what is the difference? So the difference being, the students in the 95% bracket, they use the formula approach, right? They get a formula book, they get taught about the formula in the coaching classes, there's spoon feeding done. All right, they write everything on paper because we are habituated right from the school of writing each and every step and getting marks for that. CAT does not do that. They will not even look at your rough sheet, right? They will only give you answers for the final answer option that you have marked. They are tend to use a lot of equations and formulas, which is not the right way to study cons for CAT, right? So I'll tell you how you can correct this wrong and erroneous method of preparation. Conceptual understanding is the first and foremost thing that you should do, right? You should start with the core concept. Why, if you're studying averages, why do we need averages? How does it work in practical life? All right, all such questions will help you understand the root concept, right? Second, try to get unconventional solutions, easy unconventional solution. So suppose you got a solution to a question using long formula method, but you got it correct. It took you 2 to 3 minutes to solve that question. But then you understood that, oh, this was a multiple of 3. I could have just seen the option and marked only the multiple of 3 that was present. That made sense and that was the right answer. So you found an easy unconventional solution. This is what I mean, right? So try to get easy unconventional solution. They are absolutely fine, right? Third one, try to do as much as possible mental slash oral calculations. Do not every time pick up your pen and paper to solve each and every question. This should be the practice that you adopt right from the day one, because you will have to be habituated at first. For first 15 to 20 days it would be very difficult and painful for you, but slowly your brain will get used to it. Your brain will act accordingly and adjust it. From next time onwards, once you are habituated, you will automatically start solving questions even from your mock test without even using your pen and paper. So very important. Speed maths will help you do this, right? Fourth point, eliminate and reduce steps. So now, for example, if I say 15% of x is equals to say 90, what students will do? 15 by 100 into x is equals to 90. Why do you want to do that, right? Just write x is equals to 90 upon 100 by 15, right? And if you're following this step, this third step, you would not even need to do this. You'll just calculate it in your mind. 15 ones are 15, 6 are 100 goes over here, 600. You'll do it in your mind, right? So eliminate or reduce steps. Do not write unwanted steps. So what will happen when you integrate all these 4 points? You will save at least 15 to 20 minutes in your main CAT examination. Do you understand? In this 15 to 20 minutes, you can solve extra 5 to 6 tough level questions, which otherwise you would not have got time to solve. Solving this 5 to 6 extra questions gives you an edge over all other aspirants. And trust me, 5 to 6 questions means around 15 to 18 marks. Your percentile will shoot from here to here. All right. So now you will understand the importance of time and how you prepare right from day one. So now quickly, without wasting any of your time, I will start giving you a timetable which is foolproof. I have tried this timetable on a lot of students. A lot of students have adopted this and they have done very good in their examinations and the results speak for them, right? So first week, I want you to do speed maths, wherein you'll cover everything: squares, square roots, cube roots, big number multiplication, addition, all that stuff. All right, all the basic stuff. And you're going to cover approximately 100 questions in that. And let's suppose you're only able to cover 75 or 80, say 80 questions in that way. So over here, you have covered 80 questions. So your percentage of completion will be 80%. I want you to take a note of this thing. All right, write down over here that 20% was left. Second, we come to arithmetic, right? Arithmetic 1 will start with percentages, then averages, right? Then we go to profit and loss, right? 3 chapters per one arithmetic module. All right, like that you have 2 and 3 arithmetic modules. So I have gradually increased the number of questions that you will be going around, and you will track the percentage completion on your own. All right, so I want you to create such table for yourself. All right, week 2 will be your arithmetic, week 3 will be your arithmetic 2, and week 4 will be your arithmetic 3, and you will be done with arithmetic. And trust me, There are around about 12 to 14 questions on arithmetic. So mind you, it's very important. We cannot take it for granted. And in the first month itself, you have done good, right? Just follow this timetable. All right. Moving on. The next most important topic of CAT is algebra. First up, you'll start with basic algebra like indices, spatial equations, all that stuff. All right. Then we're going to move to high level algebra, quadratic equations, polynomials. All right. Basic algebra and higher algebra in the first 2 weeks. Right. Now we are going to keep a stagnant number of 300 questions per week, and you have to do that. That is not really very high. All right, in the previous slide I had told you almost 35 to 40 questions per day is suffice. It is not very big. If you are a working student, all right, do 15 in the morning, do 15 in your break time, and do 10 in the evening. All right, or 5 in the evening, or vice versa. You can do 5 in your lunchtime and 15 in the evening, 15 in the morning. You can still do that. So working or non-working is not really a criteria over here, right? So please track your completion over here accordingly. Third and fourth is modern maths, and I have taken modern maths along with numbers. Reason being, I've already told you numbers is an absolute topic, but we cannot leave it because it is also important for other examination. Plus, some of the topics in CAT will be related to numbers. We do not want to miss out on any syllabus. Let's suppose tomorrow there are 3 questions in CAT. We want to crack all those 3. All right. So that is why I've just kept 300 questions over here. Like you can have 200 for modern maths and 100 for numbers. Again, same. All right, over here. Okay. Now we're going to be in the important phase of your preparation. That is the timetable for the 3rd month of your prep. So first week again devoted to modern maths. Modern maths I've taken 3 weeks because it's a very long and important topic. Logarithms. All right, logarithm is a very easy topic, but I want you to do it very calmly and slowly, because it being very easy is vulnerable. People will do mistake in it because it's the most easiest topic and will lose out on easy marks. All right, then functions, graphs, and modulus. Modulus is one of the most important topic. Modulus and inequalities. All right, one of the most important topics under modern maths for CAT. So I want you to give ample amount of time for that, right? So again, track your percentage completion over here. Geometry I've taken quite last because again geometry is a very lengthy topic. Compared to that, 2 to 3 questions will be popping up in CAT examination, so we can afford to do it at the later part. Till then, obviously we as students have studied it till our 12th standard, or some might have even studied some of it in graduation. So we already know some basic rules. What is the area of triangle, what is the area of a circle, some basic things we already know. And trust me, CAT is based on a syllabus of school level curriculum only. It's just that they mix up some concepts and give it in some form or the other variant form, right? And the 4th and the final week, I want you to give it to miscellaneous topics that we have not yet covered. Miscellaneous topic like the series that we have started, like the CAT Express series, all right, for Educare on the same channel. So follow that. They are a prime example of unique concepts, miscellaneous topics that you won't be aware about, right? So you should be aware about that also. So here a preparation is 90%, here a preparation is 100%, right? So that is why these topics are very important. Now, how to gauge whether we are weak or strong in an area? So as soon as you start practicing your 300 questions or 200 questions per week, you'll understand how many you are getting right and how many you are getting wrong. On basis of that, just create a table like this. Alright, this is an example of a table that I've created for you. So suppose this is profit and loss. You're strong in that section. Still, you might have done some errors. If you practice 300 questions and you got 250 correct, you feel that it's your strong point. Those other 50 were because you were overconfident and you got them wrong. Right over here, overconfidence type of error. Then right over here, what damage control you're going to do, right? So over here, for example, you can read go slow for profit and loss questions. I've written over here. Similarly, functions. So this is my weak topic. So what I've done over here is I've categorized what type of error I'm doing. It's a conceptual error, it's a calculation error, it's a silly error. So here I've given a categorization of conceptual error. Take a day out for functions. Go aggressive on functions. Take 2 days out for that matter if you want. Alright. Take all the resources and material that you have, solve completely, again revisit all the basic concepts, speak to your mentors, your doubt solvers, right? Speak to your friends, and then completely cover this chapter, then start solving it again. All right, suppose this set theory is strong and I do not have any identified error as yet, just write none over there. But I would still suggest over here in damage control target, keep on practicing variety question, because I will encounter some of the other variety that I might not be comfortable in, which I can feed over here later. All right, so here coordinate geometry is my big topic, and I'm doing silly mistakes over here in this type of error. So what will I do over here in damage control? Note down all the silly errors and be conscious about them, because next time when you face coordinate geometry question in your test, you will be aware that yeah, I've done a lot of silly errors. I'm also conscious about what all errors I had done, so I'm not gonna repeat them. So note down all the silly errors that you're doing. Calculation errors, silly errors, conceptual error, make a proper categorization and note it down in a register or your notebook. So guys, I hope you have understood the plan that I've given you. It's a very foolproof plan. All right. Please, that categorization of error and that table is very important. That is called an error log table. So finally, the motivation, as I usually give you, planning without action is futile. Action without planning is fatal. All right. Always keep this in mind before starting your preparation. So that is the importance of planning. Your planning will form the majority of your percentile that comes in the CAT. So that's it in this video. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you and happy learning.